are going to Siquijor Island. It's called the Island of Mystic Fire. In Spanish, Lovey, it's called Isla de Fuego. So now I will be taking you guys inside the Dumaguete port area. So we have 30 minutes left before the ferry leaves. And so if you are hungry just like us, you can actually have some snacks or coffee inside the port area because they have kiosks, they have snack bars, they have coffee bars. And sa uban, bahala na daw og saging basta kay labing. Ang sa amua, bahala nagbandi. Importante kami. Char. Getting ready for boarding. So, we are actually boarding late than the scheduled time, guys. Pero di man kaya lang yun ang Siquijor, so naghulat gyud ta no sa kay tag barko. So to get across, it will take us 45 minutes to 1 hour at most. And finally, we are here in Siquijor Island. It's actually my 6th times coming back and forth here in Siquijor Island, but I'm not familiar with all the places yet, so palaban ta Google Map and let us find our hotel. And jadan! So this is the view of our hotel. And look at that. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, we also have a famous Thai restaurant downstairs, and you can actually sit outside near the seawall and just be amazed of that beautiful view. But actually, I have a funny story about this hotel, and I will share it with you at the end of this video. So we've rested enough, so we'll be taking you guys to our first stop in Siquijor Island. Here is our first stop at the enchanted Balete Tree. And for 25 pesos entrance fee, you get to relax and enjoy this undeniable, effortless service, the fish spa. Sa mga ganahan og pagilok diha, this is the place for you. True enough, mura ka gigitik og isda. And of course, before leaving the place, pasalubong is always part of the trip.
This is all my money.
What did you just say earlier?
Just go ahead. Buy what you want.
And truth be told, Siquijor is famous for witchcraft. The famous love potion for single na ganahan ay ma-fall. You can now buy the kind of love that could last for 6 months. Now tara, sakay na as we go to our next stop, the highly talked about and newly developed place in Siquijor Island. It's called Pictugo Cliff. Pay as you enter, gyud no, kay entrance fee may tawag. Now as you can see that the sun started to set off, and look at that amazing lighting. Oh my goodness. Such an amazing place to gaze at the sunset. Since I have fear of heights, so I will not be jumping off the cliff today, guys. Sorry if I failed you. I can still handle myself despite of the big problems that I'm facing on my day-to-day life. So there's about 30 steps to go down, and they also have a makeshift bamboo ladder to those who actually jump into the water so they could use it to climb back up. Yan yun siya, guys, no? Magrampa ta dring dapita pasaka. So you will definitely enjoy this place, guys. The sunset, the view. Overall, it's amazing. It's mesmerizing even. Before we continue on to our third stop, commercial break sa ta. Kay soft man di ay ning usa. To continue on to our third stop, join us as we drive through in the middle of this man-made forest going to Salagduong Beach. After paying the entrance fee and parking fee, charan! Welcome to Salagduong Beach. And while enjoying the view and you suddenly get hungry, need not to worry you guys, because the resort also offers an affordable prices for their drinks, snacks, and meals. That ranges about 200 to 300 pesos. So asa pa ka, enjoy na, busog pa. And next, let us take you to 100% go-to place in Siquijor Island. Our next stop is in Cambugahay Falls. So according to these beautiful ladies at the entry, there's about 135 steps to go to the falls. Kaya ra gyud ni sa mga tuhod, mga moms, mga sir, unsa ra gyud ning 135 steps. Mura ra ko gabalik-balik sa bedside sa akong pasyente og regulate sa iyang KVO nga drop rate. Og sure ko na ay makarelate. It's Friday and I could see that the place is overcrowded already. Pero sige padayon lang. And charan, the closer the better. So he wanted to get across, so this is like the second top layer of the falls. So the crowd here is a bit lesser than the crowd at the first layer. And of course, the experience will not be complete without swinging and jumping. So I went ahead to the swing and fall at the Cambugahay Falls. And right after the fun experience in Cambugahay Falls, let us now go to the known to be or so-called Boracay Beach in Siquijor Island, the Paliton Beach. So we are now at our last stop in our itinerary for the day, the Paliton Beach. So as you can see, it's purely white beach and the vast sea. There used to be like a sand castle here with a date engraved in it. But now, it seems quiet. There is no sand castle, no human drone, and no swing. That's just plain and quiet. Yet still, you don't want to miss it. activities for the day, you might want to add this place to your list. And as I promised that I'm going to share to you a funny story about our trip. So, I've been on many trips in my life, and this is the first time that I booked a hotel. So I contacted about 3 to 4 hotels, but there weren't any availability on the selected dates. So as I was browsing on the internet, I ended up contacting the owner of this hotel and found out that he is a foreigner. And so I was like, oh, this could be a high-end hotel when we get to the location. But the thing is that it's next to the cemetery, guys. Look, my goodness. Isn't it exciting? It's actually next to the cemetery. I mean, we wanted to have a peace and quiet place, but I've never expected it to be like next to the cemetery. But we paid for it, so we had no choice but stay. And mind me, shit happens. And surprisingly, the hotel is actually in the middle of the town where there are a lot of high-end bars. There are a lot of, high-end restaurants, Thai restaurants. It's nearby ATM machines and nearby convenience stores. And yeah, pretty much close to everything that you need. And for our special dinner, we just had it at the ground floor of our hotel. And since Kaon is life, before going back to Dumaguete, we decided to actually go back to Jane's place to have our big breakfast and lunch at the same time. And finally, off we go. Can't wait to get home. And it wasn't a bad trip after all.